Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're exploring a world that's, well, undeniably central to all our lives. Everyday electronics.
Mhm.
We're talking about the phone in your pocket, the laptop on your desk, all those gadgets that make our modern lives hum.
Definitely.
Our mission in this deep dive is really to pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge, how we naturally talk about these devices in English.
Yeah.
Think of it as your shortcut to sounding genuinely natural, well-informed when you discuss your tech, packed with practical tips and subtle language insights. Okay, let's unpack this.
It really is a super practical topic, isn't
It
it?
is.
Because these devices are so deeply integrated into daily life. I mean, whether it's for work, communication, or just, getting around.
Right.
Mastering the natural language around them is absolutely essential for clear, confident conversation.
Totally.
And this deep dive, I think it'll uncover some common, maybe even surprising ways people really speak about their devices. As we go through this, I really want you, the listener, to think about your own daily routine. How much do you rely on your electronics?
That's a perfect lead-in, actually. Here's a scenario. Imagine you're, right in the middle of an important video call,
Oh, no.
or you're just about to send a crucial email, and suddenly, bam, nothing. That little screen just goes black.
Yep.
How do you even explain that situation quickly and naturally? It can feel a bit like panic, right?
Oh, I know that feeling all too well. For me personally,
Yeah.
I don't think I could last a day without my phone.
Really?
Yeah, it's vital for work, for getting around with maps, even paying bills. These aren't just gadgets anymore. They're truly part of the fabric of daily life.
You're absolutely right. They've become indispensable. And speaking of how deeply integrated they are, did you know the average person touches their phone over 2,600 times a day?
Wow, that many.
Yeah. Or that the first portable electronic calculator way back in the 70s weighed almost a kilogram.
A kilo.
Yeah. So these devices have evolved immensely. And naturally, so has the language we use to talk about them.
Makes sense.
That's exactly why we're going to dive into 3 key phrases. Phrases that people often use that will make your conversations about electronics feel instantly more natural.
Okay.
These 3 essential phrases are battery died, charge up, and plugged in.
Right. Okay, let's begin our detailed exploration with that first one. Battery died.
Okay.
So this phrase is what we use when a device has completely run out of power. Zero juice left.
Right. Completely dead.
Exactly. What's fascinating here is the directness of the language. It's almost as if the device itself, just stopped working, like it died.
Yeah, it's quite evocative.
It is. For example, you might naturally say, my phone battery died while I was talking to my friend. Or maybe if you miss a message, you can explain, sorry, I didn't reply. My laptop battery died.
Okay.
And it's really crucial to grasp the common usage here. We do not typically say, my battery finished in English. It sounds a bit, ooh.
Right. Not quite natural.
Not at all. The standard and most natural phrase is always, my battery died.
Okay, that's a crucial distinction then for anyone aiming for that natural speech. So battery died is when it's completely out. Got it. But what about when it's almost out, running low?
Ah, good question.
What's the natural way to describe that situation?
Well, that's a great question. It brings us perfectly to a closely related and very common phrase, low battery.
Ah, okay, low battery.
Exactly. This is used when a device isn't completely dead yet, but it's, getting very close to running out of power. It's often used as a kind of heads up.
A warning.
Precisely. For instance, you might say, I have only 10% left. My phone is on low battery.
Right.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, you can see how practical this is in conversation. You can use low battery to warn someone you're talking to, maybe on a call, that you might lose connection soon.
Yeah, hey, just letting you know my battery's low. Exactly. It gives them a heads up before the call just suddenly drops. It's a polite and very common way to manage expectations.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Very useful for real-world communication. All right, let's move on then to our next phrase. This one's all about getting that power back.
Okay.
Charge up.
Charge up.
Yeah. This straightforwardly means to restore power to a device. Give it some juice again. So you'd commonly hear someone say, I need to charge up my phone before class.
Right, standard.
Or perhaps he forgot to charge up his tablet last night. Pretty clear.
Yep.
And here's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
There's a subtle but I think, powerful nuance here that can make your everyday conversation sound even more natural.
Okay.
While just saying charge is perfectly correct, I need to charge my phone,
Sure.
adding that little word up, making it charge up,
Yeah.
is actually a little more common, a bit more casual in everyday conversation.
Ah, I see, like charge it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just kind of rolls off the tongue a bit more easily, maybe. Yeah, I think you're right. It does feel a bit more casual. Good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so charge up and
Mm.
connecting getting power to a device. Our third phrase is plugged in.
Plugged in, right.
This just means a device is physically connected to electricity using a cable. It's a very clear, very visual way to describe that connection.
Makes sense.
You might ask someone, is the computer plugged in?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not turning on, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Or you might hear advice like, just leave it plugged in overnight to make sure it's fully charged.
Right, right.
And this phrase is incredibly useful, not just when you're talking about, charging smaller devices like phones or tablets,
Yes.
but also when referring to larger electronics that pretty much always need a direct power source,
Yeah.
like TVs or desktop computers.
Oh, good point. Yeah. So it covers both charging and just being connected for power.
Exactly. It covers both active charging and that constant power connection.
Okay, that's clear. So to really see these phrases like in action, let's listen to a short dialogue. It's between two friends, Jake and Mia. Notice how naturally they use all three of these phrases.
Okay, let's hear it.
Jake says, "Hey, Mia, can I borrow your charger? My phone battery died."
Ah, there it is.
Mia replies, "Sure, but you'll need to plug it in over there."
Mm-hmm. Direction.
Then Jake says, "Thanks, I'll charge it up while we wait."
Nice and casual.
And Mia finishes,
Yeah.
"No problem. I always keep an extra charger in my bag."
Very common scenario. Okay, let's unpack that conversation a bit.
Yeah.
First, Jake's use of "my phone battery died." That's just completely natural. It's the everyday way to say his phone has no power, no long explanation needed.
Simple and direct.
Exactly. Then Mia gives a very clear and concise direction. Plug it in over there. She's telling him exactly how to connect the charger to the power source.
Right. Plug it in.
And finally, Jake's reply. I'll charge it up while we wait. Again, simple, casual, totally natural. And notice how short and direct those sentences are.
I did notice that.
That's really typical of how people speak in everyday English, isn't it? Especially when they're familiar with the topic or just want to communicate efficiently.
That's a great observation, actually, about how concise real-world speech can be. We don't always use full, elaborate sentences.
Not at all.
And speaking of making your own language more natural and maybe a bit more brief, let's jump into our fluency builder section. We're going to take some sort of basic sentences and transform them into those more natural ones we've just been discussing.
Good idea. Let's do it.
Okay, let's take example 1. The basic way might be, my phone has no power.
Right. A bit stiff, maybe?
Yeah, and in the more natural way...
Your phone battery died. Much better. Okay, example 2. Basic. I need to give my laptop more power.
And the more natural version.
Okay.
I need to charge up my laptop.
There it is. Charge up.
Yeah.
Perfect. Example 3. Basic. The TV is connected with the cable.
Okay, technically correct, but... but the more natural way is...
The TV is plugged in.
Simple as that. Plugged in. Try repeating those phrases out loud with us now.
Yeah, do it.
My phone battery died.
I need to charge up my laptop. The TV is plugged in. It really helps them sink in, doesn't it? And feel natural on your tongue.
Absolutely. Practice makes perfect. Okay, excellent. Now it's time, I think, for our listener practice section.
Let's test it out.
Exactly. We're inviting you, the listener, to actively participate. We'll give you a situation, and you think of the most natural phrase we've learned that fits.
We'll give you a little pause to think.
Just a moment, and then we'll share the answer. Ready? Situation 1. You can't call your friend because your phone has absolutely no power left. What would you say? Brief pause. The answer is, my phone battery died.
Got it.
Situation 2. Before leaving your home, you connect your tablet to the electricity socket with its cable. What did you just do? Brief pause. The answer is, I plugged in my tablet.
Perfect. Plugged it in. And situation 3. You want to make sure your laptop has enough power before you go to class. What do you need to do? Brief pause. The answer is, I need to charge up my laptop.
Charge it up. Hopefully those practice exercises are helping these phrases really stick.
Hope so.
Before we wrap up, just a quick bonus culture note here, just to give some extra context and common usage.
Oh, good idea.
In many English-speaking countries, it's super common for people to carry portable chargers. You know those little battery packs?
Oh, yeah, the bricks.
Yeah. They're also very commonly known as power banks. You hear that term a lot.
Power banks, right. Lifesaver sometimes.
Totally. They're incredibly useful, and you really do see them everywhere. Airports, cafes.
Mm.
And related to that, if your battery does die when you're out and about somewhere, it's totally normal and perfectly fine to just ask someone, is there a place to plug in my phone?
Yeah, you don't need a big explanation.
Exactly. No complicated story needed. People understand immediately what you mean. It's a very, very common question.
It's true. It's kind of a universal sign of modern life, isn't it? Looking for an outlet.
Huh. It really is. So what does this all mean for you listening right now?
Yeah, the takeaway.
In this deep dive, we've covered those 3 essential phrases: battery died, charge up, and plugged in. Plus, that very practical bonus phrase, low battery.
Mm-hmm. Very useful.
And I really want to encourage you to try using these phrases in your own conversations this week. Like, actually use them.
Do it.
For example, if you miss a call from a friend, maybe send a text later saying, sorry, my battery died yesterday.
Perfect.
Or before you head out, you might tell someone at home, hey, I need to charge up before class.
Yep.
And if you're ever in a coffee shop or a library and need power, don't hesitate. Just ask, excuse me, is there a place to plug in my phone?
Absolutely. The more you practice using them, the more natural these phrases will feel.
Exactly.
And the more confidently you'll be able to navigate all those little conversations about everyday electronics. That's the real goal here, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
And just, a final thought for you to consider.
Great.
As our reliance on electronics just keeps growing, and it seems like it always is, and our daily lives get more and more intertwined with these devices, think about how quickly these phrases, which maybe once felt a bit specialized or like jargon,
Yeah.
are becoming just foundational part of everyday conversation, pretty much across cultures now. Will they soon be like universally understood in the same way we talk about basic necessities, like food or sleep?
That's a really interesting thought. The language evolving right alongside the tech. Nice one.
It is fascinating. Well, that's all for this deep dive. Until next time, stay charged up.
See you next time.